Hey everybody, welcome to the last GigVlog of the current series. From May the 2nd of 2026 of this year, all the way until today, I've been trying to keep you guys up to date with what goes on behind the scenes, decision-making, negotiations, rehearsals, the attitude, the gear, the timing, the logistics, the contract work, and all of those things associated with a somewhat of a small show. And yesterday, June 25th, we played the university gig at around 7:15 p.m. We began our show at 7:15 p.m. exactly, and we finished at 7:59, so we had 1 minute of extra time, which is the result of us playing a lot together and getting used to our tempos and everything according to the way we practice, and two, is that we have fixed metronomes, which was something that was relatively new to me, since usually for live shows I always prefer to have a vibe check, but Andres always prefers to play with a metronome. And I'm learning to like this thing as well. It's a very fun thing. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about a couple of things before you see the order of things as I explain them. First and foremost, if you are watching this on the day that it's coming out, or on the week, on the June in June of 2026, France is currently going through the hottest heat wave, like the worst heat wave in the entire history of the country, and we're looking at temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius, like over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is just insanely hot and dry. And because of this, like, the half the city is shut down, the other half the city works part-time. There's just like the public transport is, I'd say, I would argue around like they're available half the time, and most of the time they don't even ask for like the tickets. Like the whole city is on some kind of on a verge of a weather-related shutdown, and this also kind of extended to the show, as you will see in a minute.
Bonjour, enregistrez votre nom et le motif de votre appel.
Bonjour, c'est Mehran. On va avoir un petit concert ce soir à 19h. Je vous appelle Christian pour confirmer s'il y aura un événement et aussi l'endroit, juste parce que la température et la chaleur.
Donc nous on fait. Hein.
Ok, alors pas de changement.
C'est ok ou faut?
Oui, c'est juste pour confirmer.
Eh ben à tout à l'heure alors.
Merci, à tout à l'heure, au revoir.
Merci Mehran, ouais.
You know how usually like the weather apps, they show a sun, or they show like a cloud, or like an umbrella, for like showing the different kinds of weather. The icon for today is a flame. So in the order of things, we were supposed to meet together at my place with Shan and Alexandre. We were supposed to meet here because most of the stuff was here, the drums, like the cymbals and the snare of the drums on Arnaud's drum kit. Shoutout Arnaud. They were here. Alexandre decided to play my like the snake bite, the LTD snake bite, the Hetfield signature, and so the guitar everything was here. So we would like converge or diverge. We would like gather here, and then we would leave for university. And since it was like within walking distance, I said, you know what, let's just go through with it. Let's just have some fun. And we did that. We made it to the sound check. We were able to start our sound check, I'd say around maybe 15 or 20 minutes before the time we were supposed to, because everything was set. Nobody was there. Everybody was just running for shades and cold water. And so I talked to the sound guys and I told them, hey, is it okay if we begin our sound check a bit earlier? They were down, and we did exactly that.
C'est la 16, pardon, excuse-moi, 16.
16.
Mehran.
Just doing the sound check, just did the vocals, now it's my guitar.
Ta rythmique, c'est laquelle?
Ma quoi?
Celle que tu utilises le plus souvent?
fun thing about the sound check, as you saw, was, I've had the chance and the pleasure of playing with Amadeus on the drums last year on our October show. And for soundcheck today, Andres, he is a dentist, so he's at the clinic all day and he couldn't really leave. So I asked Amadeus if he was available for a bit of a sound check, right? And he was down, he was ready, and he came down to the place and he helped us with sound checking the drums. So shout out to Amadeus, and this man is pure class act. I think you did sound check. Amadeus has agreed to come help us out.
And years late, maroon. Your lighthouse.
I'm not the biggest fan of sound checks.
Stars are conformed to by the temple where your heart is watched by the ghosts. By the temple, all the paths where darkness plays host.
Slowly now, moonlight knows we're here.
No sign of pain,
Anguish lost of fear, and the skies open up, rain comes pouring down. After that, as I told you, we were a second act in a third act, like live shows. The first band started to play exactly at the time that they were supposed to play. Now, what I presume to be the first show actually was not a first show. It was the last session of a workshop, of a singing workshop with university. Then the first band began, but because we were already in the residence areas, we were just sitting and talking and organizing things because it was unbelievably hot, and this heat would even get worse as they went on. I couldn't really film anything for the first band, but they were amazing. They were super tight. Their harmonies were clean, pristine, and unbelievable. We took a bit of a break in one of the lounges behind us. They've given us a real nice space with like fruit and water and like refreshing stuff, healthy stuff. Now, as we were like getting our energy back, we heard music coming from the stage, so we said, I think it's one of the other bands. And now we're going to check what they are, who they are, see their vibe. But I see there's like 90 people on stage. God, while those guys are playing music, these guys are playing airsoft hockey, whatever this thing is called. Alexander and Simon, ladies and gentlemen. Professional.
It's not good.
What is the name of this game? I don't even know. Is it like airsoft? Air hockey ball. Anyway, that is the second band, and they are. Let me zoom in. So that is one of the bands. I don't know which one. I think it's a third band. They have a piano and a bunch of vocalists. I think. There's so many of my colleagues in the band. When time came for our show, I asked Simon if any of his friends are available for filming a tiny bit from like our show, for me to have a bit of a reference point and some b-rolls for this video. And shout out to Simon's friend, whose name I never learned, because they actually filmed the entire show. So you will probably hear around like maybe 30, 40, 50 seconds, maybe a minute of each song, and then we're going to go for the ending of this video and the biggest problem that we had to face. But before that, one thing that I've tried to do in the past several videos and in the past like several weeks actually, is I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. So if for whatever reason this video has fallen onto your algorithm, if you're seeing this video for the first time, and obviously this is a finale of a series of videos and you can watch the rest of them, like the links will be everywhere. But if it would be super cool if you could do the YouTube thing and subscribe. I understand if this is a weird place for asking for something like this, but I'm trying to grow the channel to 500 subscribers. I'm at 404 right now. So it would be super cool if you could do that. Other than that, let's listen to some of the songs and call it.
And of shades with vestiges of rain. Can we heal the world? Can we heal the hate? Let's we're out of pain. My names will paint the sky. Our dreams will be a lighthouse, caught in shadow.
If I wanted to put create like a list of like a highlight moments or highlights of the show, there's definitely two moments that jump out at me. The first moment is there was this very, very tiny, like very small child, maybe 3-4 years old, and he was amazed and like petrified by my guitar. He would regularly scream as we were playing that he wants to touch my guitar. And as one of our songs was finished, he was like, hey, can I play? So I actually let him play, and he just strummed the strings a bit, and it brought a ton of joy into his face. And later we were talking with the band and with our friends, and we believe that night a rock star might be a future rock star might be born, because, well, I'm going to assume that our show was one of the first musical events that the child, or I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, I think it was a boy, the boy had attended. And so shout out to the kid. I hope that if one day in the future you're seeing this video, it was me, and I hope that you realize that music is awesome. Now, the biggest problem and the biggest, I guess, elephant in the room, I should say, or maybe the large sun in the stage is that because of the extreme weather, I was pretty sure that we would have some problems. And because of that, like 95% of the audience were like a couple dozens of meters away from us, and it felt like we were playing for nobody because they were in the shades. And even at 7 p.m. there was still sun, and the shadows were very slowly moving towards the stage, but it was too late by the time our show was finished. There was still sun, and so it felt like we really weren't playing a live show for people, and it felt like a very nicely sound-checked rehearsal for me. That was like that was a bit of a, I guess, a bit of a problem. I had fun. I mean, the band had fun. You can see it from the smiles on our faces. But it was very hot, and it actually caused problems. A, our guitars would regularly go out of tune. B, electric guitars use steel strings, same for acoustic guitar as well. And at some points I could not do full chords. I would just have to do like a tonic thing and just hope that it sounds okay, because the strings were burning. And imagine this, like this, the stage was like this metal construct that was surrounded by heat, so it was like a microwave, and we were getting fried in it. After the show I felt sick, Alexandre felt sick, Andres just went home after he attended the barbecue and everything, and it was really hard for us to be able to concentrate and to focus. I actually sang a bunch of the lyrics wrong, and I'm just happy that we were able to play the show from end to end without a problem. We set in the timing, but if this condition happens another time, I'll probably pull out. I'll probably ask the organizers that we're sorry. It's just unhealthy, and I don't see ourselves doing something like this ever again. I was hoping that they would move the show to an indoor stage or change the date, but apparently it was already decided and we really couldn't do anything. All in all, even though the sound team, the light team, everybody involved with the performance of the show, they were tip-top, professional, amazing, amusing, and like class act. I felt like that the whole show itself was a bit all over because, of course, it's a university show, and also because I think they did not know what to do with this. They really did not have any specific plan Bs or Cs. Something that extremely agitates me on a scientific level is that France, I'm going to pull a picture here. You can see the statistics I'm talking about. Is the first country in the world with investing in data centers, which require a lot of energy. Like you can see the difference here. There is a lot of care about AI and a lot of curiosity about large language models and all of those stuff. They still do not use AC in 90% of the city. Like you can't find houses or apartments with ACs in them, AC units. And this is actually harmful for human health. Now, usually this heat wave thing, the canicule as they call it, stays for a few days or maybe a week tops. I believe we're going into week 2 and there are some like news things that say this could be extended for a couple more weeks. I hope it's not the case, because it is becoming very challenging for us to work, concentrate. Like, I haven't been able to touch the music and the album I wanted to work on for my summer break. I haven't been able to do that. I'm running on fumes. I need to make sure that I organize everything in time, because I have other things to do. And soon, in a few weeks, I might have to travel again. And this could like throw a lot of wrenches in my projects. And with the band, we also decided to talk about a possible next show, which brings me to the ending point of this video about the future of what's going to happen. As I told you in the beginning of this video, this is the finale of this series GigVlog. I don't know what's going to happen next. I know the desire for playing more live shows exists. I like to do it if it's within reason, with nice weather, nice temperature, and we could handle the finances of it. And there were actually a couple of people who asked for next dates, when we will be playing next, and they said, hey, one of them actually came to me, and he had actually attended the previous show in October, and he told me, it really sucks that I have to wait 6 months to see you live, which was the greatest compliment that we could hear, right? I want to do more. I really want to do more, but right now it's just so hard to concentrate with this heat wave. But I digress. Thank you so much for watching and following along this series of videos. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay sane. I hope you're drinking a lot of water. You're staying hydrated. And see you next time. I hope you have a great time, and peace.